current controversy happened about 2 days ago, maybe about 10 days ago.
I
at
didn't
this
even
point.
see this.
I tell you what. All you got to do is Google current controversies in sports.
And then you get this stuff, huh?
What do you mean,
I
wow?
would be honest. I didn't know it either.
But
That's valid. Yeah, I didn't see
is
this.
it not a good catch?
No, this is news to me whenever you hand me the notes.
Jose Alvarado,
Grand theft.
okay, suspended 80 games for Peds.
Peds, man.
I have a very hot take on this.
That's
But
heavy stuff.
First off, he's ineligible for the postseason. Okay,
Oh, wow.
he is there. He leads the Phillies with 7 saves this season. He is 4-1 with a 2.70 ERA in 20 appearances. He has 25 strikeouts and 4 walks in 20 innings pitched. His 99.6 mile per hour four-seam fastball velocity ranks 5th among those who have thrown 250 more pitches. Am I not supposed to know all this?
I thought this was the dude on the Pelicans.
No.
He was like, what? Saves? Like, what?
No. It's baseball.
I did
Listen,
the same thing.
I'm like, wait a second.
first off, we have to be well-rounded.
I got you. No, you're cool. I saw Jose
why we didn't-
Alvarado. I was thinking a dude that plays for the Pelicans.
Yes.
why we didn't
When I
know.
Googled him, that's the first thing that came up. So anyway,
That's why we didn't know.
There
But
we go.
But here's the thing, though.
It's all adding up.
This is still a big deal because the Phillies are currently number 2 in the standings.
Phillies
30 and
have
18.
come out hot. Yes,
and that's like their guy. That's their.
yeah.
So, well, I guess what we need to talk about is why is it so bad to take performance enhancing
Nah, dude.
drugs?
I think there needs to be more juicing in baseball.
But my thing is, like, if everyone can take it, what does it matter?
Exactly. Baseball was cooler back when dudes were on steroids. We was getting more homers.
Maybe further.
I started.
homers.
I was
More.
about to say, well, because if
More.
everyone takes it, everyone will be kind of on the same
Doesn't matter.
level.
We get more homers.
But my question is, like, for example, who's your biggest hitter in baseball? Like
Probably Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge.
Yeah.
Bryce
So-
Harper, Aaron Judge.
Otani's probably going
So
to
who-
beat
so
Aaron
who's
Judge.
like
But we're
the
talking about like power.
Power, yeah. Who's like a very
A guy like Aaron
mid-tier
Judge
guy?
is probably hitting the ball farthest.
Who's like a very mid-tier guy? So what I'm saying-
You're
what I'm
stretching my
saying-
knowledge here.
What I'm saying is,
Yeah,
so Aaron Judge is this much higher than your average guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you put him on Peds, are they the same, or does Aaron Judge stay that much higher?
No.
They both
would-
increase, but Aaron Judge stays that much higher, or do they get a lot closer?
I think
Peds?
they both increase. I think that's how steroids work.
That's what I'm saying.
They take what's natural and make it more.
So
So I mean,
and
It-
I,
Depends on how much they're willing to effort. Because you take performance enhancing drugs doesn't make you a better player. It's what you
no, it
do.
takes what you have.
It takes natural talent. That's why Barry Bonds was so good. He was already the best baseball player at that time. It just enhanced his recovery. It enhanced his ability to work harder, more and faster. So it depends on how much work you put in still.
that's
Yeah, I mean, you still got to make contact.
that's what I'm saying. I'm almost
So I
like,
hit the ball.
I'm almost on the side of like, why does it matter?
Well,
Well, because you'd have higher scoring games, it'd be a little more exciting. You get more homers.
Well, here's the thing.
That's
if
what
you
I'm saying.
if
Like,
you
Yeah.
if they
can
did
make
do it,
if you can make contact, you're saying you should not take them or should take them.
should. I'm saying, why does it matter to take them?
So 10 longest home runs in MLB history. You know who has number 1?
Who?
Babe Stinkin' Ruth.
yeah, man, he was
75 feet. I don't care what area.
he was
you're in.
getting pitched to by plumbers and firefighters.
575 feet.
That's crazy. That's insane.
So there's a technical longer. There's one that they hit and it landed on a boat and the boat like carried it. That's a fun fact. Just wanted to throw that out there.
Hold up. I was on the
Fair
same
enough.
Was that
podcast
Barry
with you when he
Bonds?
told us that.
Yeah, I knew it before he told us though because I
Oh,
looked it
okay.
up going into it.
Yeah. So I'm just saying that's pretty serious. But I was trying to see who's the hardest hitter.
like who hit the? Yeah, I mean
Like,
it's
most power off the bat.
baseball is.
It's
one to-
Giancarlo Stanton
Oh yeah,
and Aaron Judge.
yep.
so I think the argument for PEDs that you guys are talking about is go ahead and let it happen. Let it just go loose. The baseball purists and the writers and the historians don't want it to destroy baseball history. That's why it doesn't, because it resets the record books, basically.
But your all-time home run leader that still stands was on Peds. Barry Bonds was notorious for juicing, and he's still like,
he did
they
not
didn't-
test positive.
they didn't revoke his home run.
He didn't
title.
test spot. They just saw him put the needle in.
You got him on video.
That's why he still stands as baseball's home run leader because he was never found guilty.
Do you think he took Peds?
It is all alleged use.
It is all alleged, but I think
Okay, you sound like a criminal. Do you think that he took it?
I think the baseball itself back then was juiced.
It's
No
that
one talks about the baseball. When I mean the baseball was
they
juiced,
put
the baseballs
a needle
were
in
hot.
the baseball.
No, the baseballs were hot.
Do you think there was Peds inside of Barry Bonds?
I don't like that sentence.
So-
I can't answer that.
so. This right here
You
it says
can. You either
Jose
do
can-
think
do
it?
you
Hey,
think?
Jose Canseco and Mark McGuire admitted to it.
Yes.
Barry Bonds has never admitted to
So
it.
I
this
wouldn't
is-
either if I was him.
this
He-
is
he's never
players
admitted to it,
implicated. Okay,
But do you
players
think?
Diddy doesn't admit to nothing.
exactly. So this is Barry Bonds, all-time home run leader, was heavily implicated in the Mitchell Report, which detailed his alleged use of various Peds, including steroids,
human growth.
human
hormone.
growth hormones. Bond's personal trainer, Greg Anderson, was a central figure in the investigation.
Okay.
Evidence suggested a sophisticated doping regimen, but was not enough to prove beyond reasonable doubt.
So he was never caught, but what was the cyclist's name?
Neil Armstrong.
Neil Armstrong.
No,
was
that would be
Lance
Lance
Armstrong.
Armstrong.
Lance.
Lance Armstrong was
Lance.
caught. He did have impure blood. He was caught multiple times. They used the same company. It was called Balco. Also, there was rumors that Tiger Woods used the exact same company, allegedly.
So
No
Oh,
one
that's
knows
for
for
sure. That's for sure. Tiger
So
Woods is petty.
I agree.
A-Rod was
I
suspended.
agree. It was all allegations and never
for a whole
proven.
season.
I want to know what you think.
Really?
Do you think he took him? Do
Oh.
you think he did?
I think it was the most exciting season of baseball I ever saw.
Okay, but
Do
as
you
far-
realize-
when
I
it
was a
comes to-
baseball fan back
when
then. I
it-
went to games.
When it comes to the taking and not taking of Peds, do you think Barry Bonds took him?
Yes, I do.
I
Okay.
do too. And Billy took the words out of my mouth. It made baseball more exciting.
Hey,
Do you-
that summer
Let
I
'em
went to
fall.
Atlanta to watch games, and they were updating in
How
the
many
middle
players
of
in
the
MLB?
game.
It's dumb.
How many players?
What are you trying to say right now, Jake?
How many?
Probably.
Decent.
I don't
say
want to say a thing.
Let's say there's
What did he say?
60,
You've been trying for a second.
Yes.
60 per team, 30-something teams, 200.
I say the bottom half gets it, the top half doesn't.
The Armstrong guy,
Lance.
Lance. You know he got caught cheating outside of taking pads.
Yes.
There's a little button on
Yeah.
the back of his seat that would start an engine in his bike.
Really?
Yes.
I don't remember
That's
hearing
wild.
that. I think you might want to fact check that.
Oh, okay.
I can fact check it.
Fact check that mother.
Yeah, I can look.
It was a little wind device.
Probably on Facebook. Count that one. That's true.
I think engine might have. I know he had a button. I don't know
It
what
helped.
was the exact engine.
So
Engines are subjective.
let me explain to what the Balco situation was in baseball and other sports.
I really want to know more.
They cycled their blood. So what would happen is you would have
Shut
So
up.
they're vampires.
they would draw blood out, excessive amount of blood, and they would purify the blood and send it back in to get the PEDs out of their system. Lance Armstrong was caught doing that. That's not alleged. It happened.
Well,
He allegedly had a jet engine on his bike.
yeah, that's true. What you seeing?
That explains why
I
he went
gotta-
so fast.
I look up cheating allegations and it
That was
talks about the
because he
doping.
had less parts of.
Yeah,
his
that's
body,
all
so
it
he weighed
was.
less.
Doping. That's
That's-
all he ever did. He also had cancer, and one of the ways they
Having like bike
cured his
modifications.
cancer was they cleaned his blood.
Okay, hold up. Well, don't stop talking altogether. Okay, this says
Yep. Has been accused of using a motor on his bike.
how motor hidden. Yeah, says there have been allegations that Lance Armstrong used a motor in his bicycle during his Tour de France win, a practice known as mechanical doping. How motor doping works: hidden motors, typically weighing around 800 grams and produce up to 500 watts of power, can be concealed within a bike's frame tubes. These motors are connected to the gears and can provide a boost to the cyclist's pedaling power.
Yep. That dude.
Allegations. Nothing
Allegations.
substantiated.
Nothing substantiated.
Yeah, watch the video. It's pretty substantial. It's pretty substantial.
You know,
He touches the back of his bike seat, and then all of a sudden, goes faster.
he pops a wheelie.
Up the mountain.
500 watts.
He gets the
So-
blue shell from Mario Kart.
I mean,
Starts throwing it at people.
The Tour de France, or France, as you say, they went straight up these mountains.
as who says?
The French, bro. The French.
You said
Straight
as
up.
you say. Listen.
I'm not French.
He was a cheater. He was a cheater.
What you looking at your clock for, bro?
Bro, Michael Jordan was on Peds.
Who?
Michael Jordan.
Fair enough.
Well, either way, I